Off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Going to give this one to Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Simpson Abuka leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's 2nd down.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, nice move. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Benagany. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
11 more yards. That's another Rams 1st down.
Goff on 1st down. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams nothing.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Henderson going to run for it. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way.
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too. Because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender. And your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
This will make it into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. His throw is going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Goff. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
For the Dolphin field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
Open man Curtis Henderson, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Off play action. Here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30.
The greatest show on earth,
Robert Woods, 66 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass for 20. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Dolphins.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua going to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it?
He's got him in, complete, the 20, touchdown, Allen! Van Jefferson, 76 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he rifles one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On 2nd down, Tua. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tua fighting Williams for a Dolphin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head scheme going.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
loss of 9.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he finds Howard complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
With the score.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, a run with Burrito. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Goff's throw into the hands of Henderson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 30.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Third down.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go counter with Breida. And we'll get this one up to the 26. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this one through the uprights and good.
37. Rams 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. One last throw here for Goff. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.